This is the NXT Homecoming September 16, 2025 full show results video which takes place at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. Triple H made a surprise return to Full Sail, telling the crowd it felt incredible to come home. He called NXT, the building, and everyone involved, from talent to staff, special, but emphasized that the fans made it all possible. He praised their passion for turning NXT from a whisper into an undeniable roar, breaking conventions, and declaring that the future was now. Shawn Michaels then joined him, joking about Triple H being busy selling out Raw, SmackDown, and billion-dollar deals while he steered NXT into the future. Triple H teased wanting to come back, but Shawn warned it would cause big problems. William Regal entered, saying the only way to settle it, WarGames. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss appeared next, reminding everyone that the women always ran NXT, sparking the revolution. They named legends like the Four Horsewomen, Paige, Asuka, Carmella, Rhea Ripley, Ember Moon, and Io Sky, declaring women the true backbone of NXT before leading the fans in a thunderous "suck it" chant. We cut to the Culling walking backstage and Tatum Paxley having a happy reunion with Lyra Valkyria. Then we saw a match between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus the Culling, Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley, for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. The match began with Alexa Bliss and Tatum, both entering with their dolls before handing them off. Alexa gained early momentum with a crossbody, head scissors, and near falls, while Tatum answered with cartwheels, kicks, and power moves. Charlotte Flair and Izzy tagged in, trading chops, strikes, and high-impact offense. Izzy and Tatum worked together to isolate Flair, using double teams, submissions, and strikes for multiple near falls. Flair rallied with chops and counters, but Izzy landed a codebreaker before both collapsed from a slap exchange. Alexa tagged back in, hitting drop kicks, a blockbuster, and an STO, while distractions from Nico Vance and Shawn Spears gave Tatum an opening. Tatum countered Twisted Bliss and nearly won with a Psycho Driver. However, Alexa recovered, dodged Tatum's attack, and connected with Sister Abigail to secure the victory for her team in a dramatic, hard-fought contest. Backstage, Zarya reminds Sol Ruka that their chance was lost after Sol's Soul Snatcher. Sol fires back, questioning Zarya's spear. Lainey Reed interrupts, warning Sol to focus on facing her at No Mercy. Candice LeRae enters, declaring she will win instead. Suddenly, Shayna Baszler arrives, shutting everyone down. She reminds them of her historic championship reign and tag title success, demanding they fix their attitudes. Shayna orders them to apologize and get serious, reasserting her authority and experience in the women's division. Then we saw a match between DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, versus Trick-Melo Gang, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. The match opened with Johnny Gargano and Carmelo Hayes trading holds before Trick Williams entered. Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa gained early momentum with tandem offense, but Trick and Hayes fought back, isolating Ciampa with strikes, chops, and near falls. Ciampa finally countered with a reverse DDT, allowing Gargano to explode with clotheslines, double knees, and a slingshot spear on Hayes. Momentum swung as Trick delivered a series of big kicks and a flapjack, while Hayes hit La Mystica and a springboard clothesline. Tension briefly flared between Hayes and Trick, but they recovered. The action escalated with rapid counters, Gargano's superkick, Hayes' codebreaker, and Ciampa's Project Ciampa for a close fall. In the chaos, Trick grabbed the title, but the referee stopped him. Ciampa nailed the fairy tale ending, followed by DIY's Shatter Machine and Neat's superkick combo, only for Trick to break it up. Outside, Miz struck Gargano with a skull-crushing finale, letting Hayes hit nothing but net for the win. Backstage after the break, Sami Zayn reflects on the emotions of returning and says Yvonne Evans reminds him of his younger self, something Ava Raine also sees. Josh Briggs interrupts, dismissing Evans as a kid who hasn't achieved anything. Suddenly, Evans attacks Briggs, showing his fiery spirit. Zayn pulls him back, praising Evans' heart and potential, stressing that success won't come easy but his future is bright. Zayn encourages him, wishing him luck, and they share a respectful handshake. The next match happened between All Ego Ethan Page versus Tyler Breeze for the NXT North American Championship. Adam Page and Tyler Breeze clashed in a competitive match that mixed power and agility. Page opened with headlocks, shoulder tackles, and heavy strikes, mocking Breeze's style. Breeze countered with drop kicks, thrust kicks, and spinning heel kicks, showing his quickness. Page regained control with a facebuster, running boots, and near falls, but Breeze rallied with a Rana, forearms, and a super kick. Breeze targeted Paige's leg with a figure 4 around the ring post and transitioned into a single leg crab, nearly forcing a submission. Both men exchanged close calls, Paige escaping the unprettier and Breeze avoiding Ego's edge. Breeze landed multiple kicks and a near fall after a tornado DDT attempt, but Paige countered by crotching him on the ropes. Seizing the moment, Paige delivered a devastating hanging twisted grit to secure the hard-fought victory. A back-and-forth battle showcasing both men's resilience and styles. Backstage, Damian Priest advises Tavion Heights ahead of his North American title match against Ethan Page at No Mercy. Priest recalls his own breakthrough win over Finn Balor in the celebration that followed, saying Tavion is close to that next level. He encourages Tavion, offering guidance and support, reminding him he's ready for the challenge. The Grayson Waller Effect returns with Ricky Saints and NXT champion Oba Femi as guests. Waller mocks them, asking who will win at No Mercy, Overrated or Ricky Soft? Femi calls Waller a puppet, dismisses Ricky as underwhelming, and doubts he can carry the title. Ricky fires back, saying Femi is just a pampered athlete recruited out of college, while he fought for years after being rejected at his first tryout. He declares he's absolute and will not be denied at No Mercy. Trick Williams interrupts, saying the NXT championship still belongs to him and telling Ricky to wait. Waller announces Trick vs. Oba in a winner-takes-all title match next week. Oba vows to beat Trick, then crush Ricky at No Mercy, giving him the Oba Femi rub. Backstage, Charlie Dempsey and Ren Sinclair discuss their future when Charlie reveals he's heading to Japan for a month, assuring Ren she can handle it. Ren calls it glorious, and suddenly Bobby Roode appears. They share a glorious bomb before Ren compares it to Joe Hendry's style. Right on cue, Hendry arrives. Roode praises Hendry, noting he once held the TNA World Heavyweight Championship just like Roode did. However, Roode advises Hendry to set his sights higher, urging him to pursue the NXT Championship, a title Roode also once held, declaring that would be truly glorious. Lexus King takes the ring, declaring himself the face of NXT and calling the black and gold era overrated compared to today. He says past stars don't care about the fans, but he's here as a true star, despite being targeted by Miles Bourne, who brutally attacked him. King announces a lights-out match next week. Suddenly, Finn Balor arrives, and Bourne ambushes King. Balor hits coup de grace, and both celebrate together. Backstage, Kelly Kincaid interviews Darkstate before Sugars reminds everyone they're still champions. Montez Ford interrupts, prompting Darkstate to ask if he's lost. Osiris confronts him, but Ford points out their tag titles, admits he envies their unity, and warns them to focus on the growing targets on their backs. Bianca Belair is in the front row in a matching leopard print outfit, which is adorable. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Fatal Influence vs. Lyra Valkyria, Rhea Ripley, and Stephanie Vaquer. The match erupted in chaos before the bell as Fatal Influence attacked, but once it settled, Nyx and Vaquer started things off. The heels worked quick tags, isolating their opponents, until Lyra Valkyria stormed in with a flurry of strikes and athletic counters. The babyfaces cleared the heels out on the ramp before the break. Back from commercial, the heels regained control with hard-hitting offense, but tags brought Vaquer in hot with suplexes and soul food. A wild sequence broke down with near falls, until Rhea Ripley tagged in and dominated with slams and strikes. Valkyria and Vaquer hit dives before Ripley sealed the victory, crushing JC Jane with the riptide as she, Vaquer, and Valkyria stood tall in triumph. The babyface team is joined by Lola Vice for a celebration. Ava Raine and William Regal are backstage for a stare-down between Oba Femi and Trick Williams ahead of their match next week, and the show goes off the air. How would you rate this week's NXT Homecoming show? Tell me in the comments, and thanks for watching.